It's now the Yanto experience. And actually, we have a video for you. Yeah. Gareth, we have a video?
Yeah, we have a video for you, just for you. Video for me? That we made just especially for you. So, if we can go ahead and in just a second get us to roll it. It's a tribute video.
Like a class.
Into silence. The king handle.
Yanto Jones. Yanto cleans up after us and gets us everywhere on time. I try my best. And he looks good in a suit. Get it from him. It's not a suit, sir. Check and find out what we know about him.
What's this doing? I've taken an image of a girl from the CCTV footage. This cross-dressed against the UK population.
It's not what the numbers are.
We also have videos to have.
Just about last one, thank you very much. A huge personality, is born and giving personality. He made me feel relaxed straight away, and from that moment on it was a pleasure to work with him, and I think I've been really lucky to, not only with John, but with the rest of the cast and guest stars as well.
Yeah.
I've been really lucky to work with such a great group of guys. I think it's quite rare from stories I've heard to get a cast that are that lovely and friendly.
I had a kind of interesting first day with John.
With John there, there's a huge personality, he's a warm and giving personality. He made me feel relaxed straight away, and from that moment on it was a pleasure to work with him. I think I've been really lucky to, not only with John, but with the rest of the cast and guest stars as well.
Yeah.
I've been really lucky to work with such a great group of guys. I think it's quite rare from stories I've heard to get a cast that are that lovely and friendly.
I had a kind of interesting first day with John. You know, I was going on there and I knew that I was going to be kissing him the second day. And you know, I grew up Unitarian, so I didn't have a whole lot of homophobia that I was aware of. But when you're kissing somebody that's bigger than you, it's different than when you're kissing somebody that's smaller than you. So,
He's not that much bigger than you.
We're shooting the scene in the headquarters, right? And John is just grabbing the girls, just grabbing her butt and grabbing her front and grabbing her. I know, he's not gay. You gotta be gay too, man. You get to second base every day. So I'm thinking, you know, and the girls have been like, John, not today, I'm not into it, God. And he keeps doing it. And I'm thinking, man, if he's like that with me tomorrow, I'm gonna totally clock him, and then I'm gonna get arrested, and I'm never gonna get back on the show, and it's gonna be a nightmare. So I gotta somehow communicate to him that you're not gonna be doing that tomorrow. So I go to one of the actors and I go, hey, you know what, if you just sneeze when he's behind you like that, just sneeze, it'll take care of everything. She's like, what? You gonna achoo, right into his nose, right? Or just stomp on the top of his foot. When a guy's behind you like that, take the heel of your foot, just drive it right into the small bones of his foot, break 2 or 3 bones, you get his attention right away. Or take your elbow right into the solar plexus right from behind you.
Or, which is something I learned quite early on, just let it happen.
I say this, right, and the whole cast turns around in shock. Like who did we let in? Like, oh my God, we've got an American on. And then, so I felt really embarrassed. And, you know, later on found out that that's just the way it is over there. They're just, y'all play. You know, you have fun and you know each other well, and it's all very good. But so the second day, John came in and he was total gentleman. And because it was a kissing and a fighting scene, so there was a lot of stuff to take care of. But he was an absolute leader. He was absolutely sensitive to whatever issue I might have. He didn't grope me at all. And I fell in love with him that day.
The groping was the third day, right?
No, but then later on in that episode, I had blown a stunt. I forget what it was, but I was bleeding through my costume, dude. And I didn't want to tell anybody because I didn't want anyone to know that I blew the stunt. But I went to John and I said, dude, man, I'm bleeding out. And he got his doctor on the set secretly to my trailer, and he got me stitched up on the sly, and everything got taken care of, and nobody found out. So now I tell you. Yeah, so I think he's fabulous. He really is. He's exactly like his character. He's intelligent. He is a natural leader, and he's nasty as hell.
What do you think would have...
He would have torn them up. Oh, wait. Yeah, that would, he would have been, yeah, because, no, I can't go too far. Yeah, he would have torn them.
And then you got to come back and do a second episode, which looked like you. What was the atmosphere like for you working with him the second time and working with the rest of
John will not allow the set to get too serious or too sleepy. If you come in and you're in bed and you're all sleepy or whatever, you're partying last night, he'll be like, he will just jolt you into being awake. And one day, man, we were on like the 7th take of this thing, and it was getting to be boring and you know, because there was technical problems and stuff, and it's death. Like the best take is the first take. If the camera can, if you know your lines and the camera can get that, then that's the really good acting. But if you get it 7 times, then it starts to get dangerous. And so John, his fix is just drop trowel. I'm like, woof! He liked it up, and we did the take with his pants down. It was a very fresh take. No one really knew what was going to happen. I remember we were also on the heath, or maybe it's not a heath, it was a cow patch. And it was early in the morning, and there was just cow stuff all over the place, and it was freezing cold, and it was pretty miserable. And it was John and me, and the dude playing John's younger brother. And I'm with the circus now, I get it now. So John and I are cracking jokes, we're dancing around, we're having a good time, because we are not gonna allow ourselves to not have fun. Because it's called a play for a reason, right? Yeah. And so, and this kid, he's like this in his little chair in the middle. I go up to him and I'm like, hey dude, man, I'll bet when this is over, when this episode's over, you're gonna run right back to theater, you're never gonna come back. And he's like, how did you know? So I had to explain to him about how hard it is to have fun on the set, and how that's exactly what we're actually trying to be professional. So I fit in a little better the second time.
Nice. So Gareth,